Thank you, Excellencies, distinguished delegates. On behalf of the government of Armenia, I am honored to participate in this critical dialogue as part of the 2024 Regional Platform for Disaster Risk Reduction. The rapidly evolving risk landscape demands holistic, inclusive, and sustainable efforts, addressing both new and emerging risks while continuing to mitigate long-standing vulnerabilities. We recognize that ensuring the meaningful participation of vulnerable groups is essential to building resilient societies. To achieve this, our new disaster risk management strategy, endorsed in October 2023, places a strong emphasis on inclusive governance. National policies are specifically designed to include women, children, the elderly, and persons with disabilities at every stage of DRR processes, from the very risk assessment to policy design and implementation. Best practices include the promotion of local risk reduction initiatives that are representative of these vulnerable groups. Through collaboration with civil society organizations, together with the National Platform for Disaster Risk Reduction, we provide targeted capacity building initiatives and trainings, ensuring that these groups are not just participants, but active contributors to the decision-making process. The recent disasters in Armenia have highlighted the critical need for inclusive stakeholder engagement. In particular, the flash floods in the northern regions of Armenia in May 2024 underscored the importance of including local communities and vulnerable groups in preparedness and response efforts, together with national and international disaster risk management activities. We also highly appreciate the UN agencies' engagement and support in post-disaster needs assessment. These experiences have shaped our current policies by ensuring that DRR strategies are decentralized and community-driven. Resilience building cannot be top-down. It must reflect the knowledge, needs, and capacities of those on the front lines of disaster impacts. This has led to reforms that strengthen local governance structures and enhance collaboration between state actors and non-state stakeholders, such as local NGOs and community leaders, ensuring that our disaster management systems are more inclusive and adaptive. Harnessing the knowledge of communities is a core element of our approach to DRR and climate adaptation. In rural areas of Armenia, local practices such as traditional water management systems and land use techniques are invaluable for understanding environmental risks and vulnerabilities. To achieve tangible results and behavioral changes in risk-informed urban development, climate change adaptive economies, and the creation of a safe environment for developing resilient society, multi-stakeholder approach is crucial, which is addressed by the new amendments of the legislative framework. Engaging the private sector is a vital part of inclusive DRR strategy. The private sector controls critical infrastructure, supply chains, and resources, making its involvement essential for effective disaster preparedness and response. We are in the process of renovating mechanisms for promoting community-based voluntary organizations to better reflect the local population engagement. Furthermore, we encourage the establishment of collaborative platforms that bring together government, private sector, and civil society to discuss DRR innovations and shared responsibilities. These platforms for sharing technological innovations involve also youth and children interested in robotics, artificial intelligence, and other technologies, not only helping to align public and private interest, but also ensuring that businesses play a proactive role in building resilient communities. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Minister, for those remarks. Very interesting insights from Armenia involving civil society, private sector, promoting decentralized, community-driven approach, and spanning from risk assessment to policy design. Thank you very much. Very inspiring.